Welcome to Monday Mix Plate. My name's Marie. What's on the menu for today? Well, we have some proper beauty talk. We have some kitchen things that I want to share. I have a random kid thing. So let's get right to it. And I want to talk about my search for my next foundation. I am on the hunt for my next foundational product, and one of my qualifiers is that it has to be available at Credo. And the reason for that is because I want to buy the new 11 Sunscreen by Venus Williams, and I also want to pick up the Kosas deodorant, both which are exclusive to Credo. So I was kind of perusing what they have, and I know I want a solid medium coverage. And so that kind of rules out a couple of the products that say they give like skin finish. I want something because I have this Suntegrity Impeccable Skin, which gives me light skin-like coverage. But I want, for those times that I really want to take it up to the next level, I wanted something else. So one of the brands that they have on there that I was curious about was RMS. And I talked about them last week. I wasn't sure if I wanted to support their brand, but I thought, you know what I can do is kind of play it out in my mind, is I can pick up a sample from the Detox Market. If you're not familiar, the Detox Market does sample programs. You can get 4 for skincare and maybe 3 for makeup. I don't know. For me to try the RMS Cover Up Foundation, I could get 3 samples. So the RMS Uncover Up tube of eye concealer I've had has lasted me for 2 years, and I use the shade 33. So I was like, I think I just want to pick up a sample and check it out. So this is the 33.5, which has a very neutral undertone. And on my hand, it almost seems like a perfect match, but on my face, because my melasma patches are red-brown and my freckles, it does feel a little bit light. So then here is the 44 that I would say has more of a warm golden undertone. You can see it. So take a look at how it applies. Okay, so right off the bat, I thought, all right, how am I gonna spread it around? Because it feels extremely thick to apply it with just my fingers. So I went in with my Gressa foundation brush, and what I noticed is that it thins out in a kind of undesirable way, in my opinion, and I feel like, and it's funny because when I started using the foundation, I remember this is definitely the way I feel about the under eye products sometimes, is that it feels like when I look in the mirror close up, it's settled into every imperfection. Like right now, I can see in the viewfinder, like it gives me really nice coverage, really solid medium coverage, even after I buffed it out. But you know, when you get really close up, I find that I don't feel like it looks that good. And it's not as dewy as I thought it would be when you buff it out. So I don't know. What I decided to do next was I had a little chat with Mercedes from Lawnmower, and I was like, I'm stuck. Like, I don't know what to do next. And not every brand offers samples. And she was like, what about Ritual de Fille? And I was like, Ritual de Fille? I thought their product was mostly a concealer, and she says it is, but I might like it as a foundational product. And that put a light bulb off in my mind because I'm like, Ritual de Fille does samples. So I ordered me some samples. They should be arriving in COVID time, which means slowly. And so I will update you on that when they get here. But right now, it's looking like RMS for me is probably a no-go. Even though, like, in the viewfinder, I feel like it does look good. Close up, it does not. All right, really quickly, let me update you on the Leahlani Beauty Heroes box. Because last week I had mentioned that they sold out, and then I believe they were able to secure a couple extra products from Leahlani, and they were able to make some more boxes. So if you were interested in the July Beauty Heroes box of the Melody Glow Illuminating Nectar Mask and the Mahina Evening Replenishing Elixir, I think these are both still available. I have just been loving this product. I've always loved this product. I've loved it for years. I still love it just as much. It's so sumptuous and soothing and hydrating, and it just feels like when you need like a pick-me-up for your skin, this delivers in the way that you're hoping a mask would. It gives you a beautiful, sensual experience, and then your skin just feels smooth and replenished and rejuvenated after using it. So it's definitely in my top 3 favorite masks of all time. I did try mixing it with this Mukti 2-in-1 resurfacing exfoliant, to try to add like some nice hydrating properties. If you saw that in the intro, do not do that. It does not smell good. These smells, they don't smell good together. Do not do that. Take my word for it. Okay. And then at night, I have been doing the Kachina facial lotion, which I got in the See New box, and the Leahlani Mahina just a little bit. You kind of saw how I mixed it up in the intro. And on top of my Pacifica Glow Baby exfoliating treatment, I have just been having the most normal, wonderful skin, and I just feel so spoiled. Like I've had breakouts down here, but other than that, my skin has been maintaining hydration, which is so key for me, I feel like, when I'm after good skin. Okay, it's hot here, so I've got my nice cold beverage. I want to tell you about a Hawaii brand that I would love for you to support because I absolutely adore them. It's called the Sea Salt of Hawaii. They are made in Hawaii. This one is called the Nalu Farms Fresh Herbs. They're around $12 a bottle. They are pricey, but they're 100% pure Hawaiian sea salt, and then all of the herbs are grown in Waimanalo on Oahu. And I just find I use this on everything. It's just perfect because it's the right amount of salt, it's the right amount of herbs. I use it on chicken, I use it in everything. I've gone through, I don't know, probably like 7 bottles of it. I wish they made it in a bigger size. But you can order them online. I think you can even order it on Amazon. It just makes everything taste delicious. It's just the right pinch of seasoning. And so, because I love that one so much, I went ahead and picked up their Molokai Kiave smoked sea salt. And so, if you are a kitchen buff and you love cooking, oh man, when you add this to chili or to any type of meat or anything you're cooking in the Instant Pot where you really want to kind of infuse flavor quickly into a product, oh my gosh, this one is so good. I am so in love with it. Okay, now let me tell you about the coffee that I have been drinking for years, and that is the brand Philz coffee out of San Francisco. I first tried Philz in a subscription box back in 2015, and now I have it on subscription. My favorite flavor is Tesoro. It's the right blend of a bolder roast, but it has a really nice non-dirt tasting earthy flavor, if that makes sense. This particular bag is the hazelnut. I don't love it as much, but it's really good. And I buy it whole bean and I grind it, and sometimes it's like my favorite part of the day is smelling that fresh coffee beans get ground. And I'm telling you, I have spent $1,000 probably over the years with Philz coffee. If you haven't tried it, so good. Now, if you have munchkins at home, you need the Welly Band-Aids. They are amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have kids or you're a hiker or you frequently do things where you might need a Band-Aid, first of all, they come in this metal tin. Can we say thank you? No excess packaging, reusable packaging. They're affordable, they sell them at Target, but what I really love is first of all, they have the most adorable colors. But what I really like about them is the Band-Aid itself is really durable. So it really stands up to kid use. It really stands up to heat and humidity and water, and it stands up to ointment being under there. And it's relatively easy to get off. Now, if you leave any Band-Aid on for multiple days in a row, it's tough to get off. However, with kids, that can be like a traumatic experience getting a Band-Aid off. And I really like these ones because they come off pretty easily. Okay, so now I want to talk about the Instant Pot. Because here's how it's gone for me with pressure cookers. I had a really great one before the Instant Pot craze hit that my auntie had bought for me. I don't know how she got it. The directions were not in English. It was super powerful. You could cook frozen chicken in like 15 minutes. It was insane. And at one point, our electricity shorted it and blew it up, basically. Well, it didn't literally blow up, like it just stopped working. So I was like, naturally then the Instant Pot craze hit, and I was like, great, I can't wait to own an Instant Pot. However, Instant Pots for me have never performed, and I've broke 2 so far. And I was on my 3rd one, and I just don't love Instant Pot. To me, it does not work fast enough to make it any less time consuming than cooking any other method. And maybe that's because I wasn't really reading the directions. I wasn't maximizing it to its full potential. So, after my mom and I bought Ninja blenders and we were so impressed with them, she decided for my birthday to buy me a Ninja Foodie. Have you heard of those? It's a pressure cooker and an air crisper in one. And friends, I gotta tell you right now, I've only explored the Instant Pot. I mean, I've only explored really the pressure cooker part, and I haven't delved too heavily into the pressure cooker. I mean, the air crisper side, although I'm wanting to. I've done 1 or 2 things. But it is hands down so much better than Instant Pot. I'm so impressed. It's so powerful, it's so even, it cooks things so evenly. And one of the things that's interesting is it has 2 different lids. So you have a lid for the air crisper and then a lid for the pressure cooker. But it's a little bit more narrow, it's not as big and it's not as deep as the Instant Pot. So I don't know what the deal is, except that it just seems already 10 times more powerful than the Instant Pot. So I am really hands down impressed. Now, my mom got it on major sale, so don't run out and buy a Foodie until I've tried it for a couple more months. I'll give you an update if anyone's interested. But, you know, these were the things that were on my mind today, friend. Like, I really wanted to talk about my Ninja because I am so impressed with it. I've cooked with it since I got it. I've been using it almost every night. And I'm just really impressed with how well it works. So anyway, are you an Instant Pot lover? What do you have to say about what I've said today? Yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you next week. Bye.